Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Dragon Ball Super Episode 87 review. The title of this episode is Hunt the Poachers Goku and Number Seventeen's United Front. Goku entices Number 17 with a wish on the Super Dragon Balls as he begins to consider Goku's offer. The alien poachers arrive and abduct all of the island's animals. Goku uses his instant transmission to teleport himself and Number 17 aboard their ship before it can escape. After defeating some of the poachers, 17 sets off to defeat the captain, while Goku remains behind to battle the rest of the poachers. 17 confronts and easily defeats the captain. Goku catches up just as the captain pulls out a switch and threatens to self-destruct if he is not released immediately. Number 17 smashes him out of a window which vents both of them into deep space. Goku manages to use his instant transmission again to teleport all three of them to Kaiosama's world. Dende contacts Goku and informs him that the captain's threat was a bluff. Afterwards, Goku and 17 return the animals to their rightful homes. Jacko arrives to arrest the alien poachers. Number 17 decides to leave his island in the hands of Goten and Trunks. 17 accepts Goku's offer to join his team in the Tournament of Power. He hopes to use the Super Dragon Balls to wish for an expensive boat and travel the world with his family. And that's the end of the synopsis. I rate this episode a 3 out of 10. It's that bad. The episode was not interesting. It was treated very poorly due to its bad writing. I hated almost everything in this episode. Well, not entirely everything, yeah. So, yeah, there are some minor things in this episode that I kind of enjoy it. But let me break it down to you why I rated this episode so damn low. Firstly, Goku and 17 senses the enemies approaching the Earth. Makes no sense. I find it really weird why Goku and 17 were looked shocked at first and start acting serious that the energy they sense must be a threat to the planet Earth, only to find out that their enemy's power level meant nothing to them. I mean, Goku single-handedly pushed several generic soldiers straight to the wall using his energy force, which simply shows how very weak they are. I don't see the point that these galactic poachers are a big deal for them. I mean, come on, Goku and 17 should know. Yeah, they should know where they stand, right? And then, secondly, 18 and Krillin sends Goku and 17's key. You know what? Toy could have added this part of the segment from the last episode when Goku and 17 were duking out with each other. It makes a lot more sense than this segment where they felt and said, "Oh no, and 17 key is slowly disappearing." And I'm like, "What? You only got to sense their energy now? How about when they were clashing at each other? Didn't you sense that before?" So yeah, and then the third part is the Galactic Poachers. You know, the way Toy introduced to us with these generic villains in this episode was rather pointless and trashy, or should I say garbage. We never got the name of the captain of the spaceship or which planet he lives in, at least. It's like Toy doesn't really care about it because they're too weak and does not cause any threat. And then the captain showed a very familiar explosive device and tells 17 and Goku that he has a detonator in his body. You know, if he presses the button, he will explode along with them. You know, it would have been great if they added a small flashback of 17 remembering that device from Dr. Gero or Dr. Gero in the Funimation dub. And then number fourth is the spaceship explodes in Beerus' dream. You know, in my opinion, this could have been a more meaningful reason. or more rational for 17 to join the tournament if the spaceship got self-destruct. Yeah, it gets self-destructed by the captain. The explosion might knock the sense out of 17. It might make him feel that his universe lose. This is how he's going to feel that his universe loses and gets erased by Xeno. Of course, I'm positive that Goku and 17 can survive in space since Goku can teleport them back to Earth with his instant transmission. This will make 17 go furious and devastated that he failed to protect the animals and the Minotaurus. So yeah, and then the fifth one, um, well, it's Kaiosama's voice. I don't know if you all noticed that the guy who voiced Kaiosama, also known as King Kai in the dub version, his voice changed in this episode. I'm not entirely sure what's the cause, but in my opinion, they could have hired someone who can imitate Kaiosama's voice. I'm not digging this new one at all. He sounds too different. Then the sixth part, another inconsistency spotted in this episode. When Goku mentioned back in Majin Buu arc that if Vegeta dies again facing Buu, Vegeta will. If Vegeta dies again, Vegeta definitely cease to exist or vanish for good. But in this episode, Goku had forgotten all about it and tells Kaiosama that it's okay getting himself killed along with Bubbles and Gregory. Have Toy forgotten about this? They are absolutely ruining the entire Dragon Ball franchise. Now, that's all the bad parts I've talked about. We're gonna discuss about the things I like in this episode. So, first things first is Goku and 17's interactions. This is the only good part of the episode. It was too short, but good. If only they extended more about their conversations. This episode could have gone better if Toy gave us more airing time of 17's past. He is such a very compelling character to me. We haven't seen him for like a really long time since the Cell Games arc. But we did see 17 in the Boo part where he helps out, Goku with his spirit bomb. Yeah, well, nothing much about it. So, yeah. And then, of course, Goku acting goofy. I love it. I love about Goku, being himself. I have no problem when Goku is desperate to recruit 17, like tempting him with the Super Dragon Balls. We know that Goku can be a retarded goofball and acting too selfish. Then the part I love is where Goku demands 17 for a rock paper scissors match. Whoever wins this match get to face the captain. I find it hilarious when 17 scolds Goku not to act being childish. It has been an old-fashioned thing for Goku way back in the Babidi arc. Also, when Goku turned Super Saiyan Blue was okay for me. It wasn't, I wasn't bothered at all. It was meh, fine. And then finally, Jacko appears. I'm glad that Toy put Jacko in this episode since he's the Galactic Patrol in this universe. And the music they chose in this segment plays perfectly well. It's Limit Break Survivor Bossa Nova jazz version. And I've been a fan of jazz music in general. So when I heard this music playing, I already fell in love with it. So there you have it, guys. This episode is almost a complete garbage. The animation is good, the pacing was okay, but the writing is totally messed up. I think this is probably one of the worst episodes in the entire Tournament of Power arc itself. I'll definitely skip this episode when it arrives on Blu ray. If you like my take on this review, then hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe if you want to hear more reviews, and let me know your thoughts on this episode by leaving a feedback on the comment section below. This is your boy Thunder Trunks. Have a good one.